Welcome to the Thai Alley podcast, where you learn real Thai through real-life conversations in Thailand.
Hey everyone, and thanks for joining us. Have you ever landed at an airport in a new country, excited, but also a little lost?
Totally. You get your bags, walk out into that big arrivals hall, and you're just trying to find the one person you're supposed to meet in a huge crowd.
Exactly. In today's episode, we're going to teach you the super useful phrases you need to find someone, like a friend or a driver, in that exact situation.
You'll learn how to tell them where you are and ask where they are. Let's listen to our dialogue. It's a phone call between two friends trying to meet up at the airport in Bangkok.
สวัสดีครับมาลีผมอยู่สนามบินครับ
สวัสดีค่ะสมชายคุณอยู่ไหนคะ
ผมอยู่ข้างในครับ
ฉันอยู่ข้างนอกค่ะ
คุณอยู่ประตูอะไรครับ
ฉันอยู่ประตู3ค่ะ
โอเคครับผมไปครับ
That is such a classic airport scenario. Super practical language for your first day in Thailand.
It really is. And it's a great example of how you can say exactly what you need with very simple sentences.
Okay, let's dive into our dialogue. The first line is from Somchai, and he says, สวัสดีครับมาลีผมอยู่สนามบินครับ This means, hello Mali. I am at the airport.
So he's letting her know he's arrived. Simple and direct.
Exactly. Let's focus on the second part. ผมอยู่สนามบินครับ What? The most important word here for telling someone your location is you.
And what does you mean?
You means to be at or to be located. La is the verb you use to say where you are. So ผมอยู่ means I am at Lini Tat.
And then you just add the place. So the place here is Sanam Bin.
That's right. สนามบิน means airport, CO pass. A very useful word for any traveler.
So to put it all together, he saysผม, which means I, for a man, then you, to be at, and finally, the location, Sanam Bin, airport.
Exactly. The structure is subject บวกอยู่บวก location. It's a fundamental pattern for saying where you are in Thai. For example, if you're at a hotel, you could say ผมอยู่โรงแรม
That makes a lot of sense. So Somchai is at the airport. Let's hear what happens next. Okay, so the next thing we hear is Mali calling Somchai. She says, สวัสดีค่ะสมชายคุณอยู่ไหนคะ which means, hello Somchai, where are you?
So she calls him by his first name, Somchai. Is that pretty standard?
It is. In Thailand, it's very common to call people by their first names in everyday situations, even if you've just met. Last names are usually for very formal, official things.
That's a great tip. Okay, so how does she ask? Where are you?
She says, คุณอยู่ไหน ที่ไหน We just learned that คุณ means you and you is for being at a location. The key word here is the last one, ไหน
And I'm guessing ไหน means where.
You got it. So, คุณอยู่ไหน is literally you are at where. It's the most common way to ask, where are you?
Ah, so you just replace the name of the place with the question word. Where? Aki, Min Bin. That's simple enough.
It is. And you can use ไหน in other common questions. For example, if you see a friend walking down the street, you might say ไปไหน
What does that mean?
ไป means to go, iksi. So ไปไหน is where are you going? It's often used as a casual greeting, like saying, hey, what's up? ไปไหน
Got it. Somali needs to find Somchai at the airport. Let's see how he replies. So Somchai tells her where he is. He says, ผมอยู่ข้างในครับ which translates to, I am inside.
Simple enough. Let's look at the words here. What's the first one, ผม
ผม means ดิกนไน I เจ็ดโย It's what men use when they talk about themselves. Since Somchai is a man, he says, ผมออกเร็ว
Got it. And what about you? That seems like an important one.
It's very important. You means to be at or to be located somewhere. Oi. It's how you say where people or things are.
So we have ผมอยู่ so far, meaning I am at.
Exactly. And the location he gives is ข้างใน now. This word means inside.
So if I wanted to say my phone is inside my bag, could I use ข้างใน?
You could say โทรศัพท์อยู่ข้างใน That means the phone is inside.
Great. So he's letting her know he's inside the terminal building, but that's still a pretty big area.
Right. She knows he's inside, but she'll need a little more information to find him.
So Somchai's inside and Mali replies with ฉันอยู่ข้างนอกค่ะ This means I am outside.
Ah, okay, so one's in, one's out. That simplifies things a little.
It does. We've seen ฉัน for I and you for to be at a place. The new part here is the location. ข้างบนออก
And ข้างนอก means outside.
Exactly. You could say, for example, เขาอยู่ข้างนอก which means he is outside or she is outside.
Got it. And you mentioned Sonsai said he was inside. What's the word for inside again?
That was ข้างใน Dao. So his line was ผมอยู่ข้างใน It's a great pair to learn together. ข้างใน for inside and ข้างนอก for outside.
That makes sense. Okay, so now they've established their general locations, but they're still not together. Okay, so Somchai knows Maria is outside, but the arrivals area of an airport is huge. He needs to get more specific. So he asks her, คุณอยู่ประตูอะไรครับ?
And that means, what exit are you at?
Exactly. The sentence starts with words we've heard before. คุณ meaning you and you meaning to be at a place. But then we get two new words. The first one is ประตู
ประตู means door, gate, or, in this context, exit. It's the general word for any kind of entryway you walk through.
So Somchai is asking about the exit door number. And he does that using the next word อะไร
อะไร is the word for what.
And a key thing for beginners to notice is its position. In English, we put what at the beginning of the question. But in Thai, question words like อะไร usually come at the end or right after the thing you're asking about.
So he says ประตูอะไร which is literally exit what? เข้ากี่ This is a super common pattern. If you're pointing at food and want to ask what it is, you can say นี่อะไร which means this what? เข้ากี่
So the full sentence คุณอยู่ประตูอะไร breaks down to you are at exit what? Very logical.
Now let's hear how Maria answers. So Mali replies with ฉันอยู่ประตู3ค่ะ This means I am at exit 3.
That seems really straightforward. It follows the same pattern as the question.
It does. She starts with ฉัน which means I. This is a common and polite way for a woman to say I.
So that's the word a female speaker would use for I.
Exactly. Then she repeats you, meaning to be at, and ประตู meaning exit. And the last new word is the number.
Which is 3.
That's right, 3 means 3. So ประตู 3 is literally exit 3. Notice how the number comes right after the noun.
Got it. So now they know where each other are. Exactly. And now that Somchai knows where to go, he says, โอเคครับ ผมไปครับ เจอหอย This means, okay, I am going. The main verb here is ไป which means to go.
A super important one.
Definitely. So the core of the sentence is just ผมไป which means I go or Asian, I'm going เข้าขี่ Very direct.
And you can actually use it as a one-word answer. If someone asks if you're going somewhere, you can just say ไป.
That's good to know. So If someone asks me a question like ไปไหม which means are you going or want to go, I can just answer with ไป
That's it. And if you're not going, you would say ไม่ไป
Got it. ไม่ means not ไม่เจอ So in our dialogue, Somchai is just making a clear, simple statement of fact. ผมไปอีเจอ I'm on my way.
And that covers our whole dialogue. Somchai knows exactly where to find Mali. Let's listen to the full conversation one more time. Try to repeat the Thai lines out loud right after you hear them.
สวัสดีครับมาลีผมอยู่สนามบินครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ สมชายคุณอยู่ไหนคะ
ผมอยู่ข้างในครับ
ฉันอยู่ข้างนอกค่ะ
คุณอยู่ประตูอะไรครับ
ฉันอยู่ประตู3ค่ะ
โอเคครับผม ไปครับ
Alright, let's do a quick recap of the most useful things from that dialogue.
I thought the words for location were great, especially for meeting up with friends.
Totally. We learned ข้างใน which means inside, and ข้างนอก meaning outside. Super practical.
So you can quickly ask if someone is inside the coffee shop or waiting outside. That's really helpful.
Exactly. And the other key phrase was how to ask where someone is, คุณอยู่ไหน
Which means, where are you? Using that word you, meaning to be at a place.
That's the one. It's a fundamental question you'll use constantly in Thailand, whether you're at the airport or just looking for a friend.
That makes a lot of sense. I think I'm ready to try and remember them.
Perfect. Then, let's move on to our short quiz to see how you do.
Questioning. If you're telling a friend you're leaving to go to the store, what's the simple, common Thai verb for to go?
That would be ไป which means to go. L. It's one of the most essential verbs. You can just say ไปตลาด for go to the market. Okay, my turn. Question 2. What's the question word you'd use if you're pointing at a menu item and want to ask what it is?
A very important one. That's อะไร which means what to. You could point and ask นี่อะไรครับ meaning what is this? Alright, question 3. Now, what if you're looking for your friend in a crowd? What's the Thai word for where?
That is ไหน nadiva. It means where, nadiva. You'd use it with the verb we'll talk about next and say คุณอยู่ไหน Where are you? Speaking of which, question C. What's the verb that means to be at a location like saying I am at home?
That's the word you can now. It means to be at or to be located can now. So to say I am at home, a man would say ผมอยู่บ้านครับ Okay, question 5. This one is from our dialogue. At the airport, what's the Thai word for gate or exit?
That word is ประตู one. It can mean door, gate, or exit, depending on the context. So at the airport, ประตู3 is วันนี้ gate 3. Question 6. Sticking with the airport theme, what do you call the airport itself in Thai?
The word for airport is สนามบิน Thon. It's a very specific word, so it's easy to remember. You could say ฉันอยู่สนามบิน for I'm at the airport. Question 7. You're meeting your friend at the cafe. They call and ask where you are. How do you tell them you are inside?
You would use the word ข้างใน for inside. You can simply say อยู่ข้างในค่ะ which means I'm inside. Last one for you, Alex. Question 8. What's the opposite of that? What if you're waiting for them outside the cafe?
The opposite is ข้างนอก meaning outside. Fair. So you tell them ผมอยู่ข้างนอกครับ I'm outside. Perfect. Great job, everyone. Keep practicing these words, and you'll be navigating Thailand in no time. So I guess the next time I'm in one of those huge airport arrival halls, I won't be quite so lost.
Definitely. You can just ask a few simple questions instead of wandering around looking confused.
Exactly. So what's your one big takeaway from this episode?
For me, it has to be how essential the word you is. Just knowing how to say, I am at, or ask, where are you, can solve so many communication problems right away.
That's a great one. It's so fundamental. Well, if you found this episode of the Thai Ali podcast helpful, we'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe and leave us a quick review.
And in the comments, let us know which word you found most useful. Was it ข้างใน for inside, or maybe ข้างนอก for outside? Dear, we'd love to hear how you plan to use it.
Thanks so much for listening, everyone.
Happy learning, and talk to you soon.